Okay, guys, I feel a million times better today than I did even yesterday. The antibiotics are doing their job. I'm doing my job by staying super hydrated and taking it easy. Taking it easy is not super easy for me, but I think I've learned my lesson. One of the things that happened was that I got sick. I went into the hospital in North Carolina where we were getting our boat ready for hurricane season. I got out of the hospital. I was only there almost overnight. I don't even remember if I was there like maybe 2 days. Anyway, I went back to the boat and I kind of took it easy, but I edited 4 videos. I needed to clean things out and pack things and supervise. So there was just a lot that needed to be done, and I really wasn't taking my own health seriously. I didn't realize how serious this problem was. So I had a lot to do. I needed to get it done. So I was doing less than I would normally do, but still too much. Hard drive.
What you doing?
Editing a video.
Are you sure you're not sleeping? I mean, you're in bed. Can we check anything off? We can.
Well, we paused the Starlink, but we haven't stored it yet. And did you service the big generator?
Yep.
We haven't done anything with the surfboards. Did you treat the water tanks?
Nope. Still using them.
Fuel cans?
Nope.
Bilge pump?
Nope.
We did clean out one of the refrigerators, but that has to be done again. We stored some of the bedding. Do I get like a half? We have not done this yet. I should probably do that today.
What you doing?
Trying to see what we've done. We've taken down the sails.
Sails are done. Yay!
We brought the dinghy on deck.
Dinghy's on deck.
Secured the booms.
Secured the booms.
I have not changed the Garmin subscription. You did the fuel cans.
Yep.
We treated the water tanks.
One is treated, the other one we're using.
Serviced the small generator.
That's done. So what do we got left?
Well,
I'll leave that there. Just don't move them.
Don't move them?
No.
Well, it's hard to see.
Why are you doing that? Why are you reorganizing? She has this OCD here.
I do. I need to be able to see which things I need to still do. Let's see. Bilge pumps still need to be done. I still need to pack. Take care of the food and the refrigerator. The kids are in the middle of cleaning and vacuuming everything.
Now, it looks like I've done less than I thought. I liked it better before. So we still have to clean out the toilet, which we're using. That can't be done till the day we leave. Clean out the refrigerator. Freezer can't be done till the day we leave. Surfboards we can do, except that if we bring them in the boat, they're in the way.
Right.
Change the Garmin subscription, that could be done. Bait for bugs, we kind of do as we go. Vinegar does on when we leave. Bilge pumps I can do. Pack clothes we can't do till we're ready to leave.
Well, we have
most of this we can't do until the last day. Yeah, there's a lot of these that can't be done until the last day.
Right, like store the bedding.
Yep, so.
Why does it feel like we've done so much and now we haven't?
Because we're done with most of the big stuff. Right now we're down to the stuff that can be done to the last day.
Right.
So we actually need to focus on organizing in here.
Well, I think it's just gonna sit here like this.
Yeah, but I mean, like, this can't be like this. That won't be like that. That in there. Oh, you've seen that like that. You've seen it clean. You've seen it both ways.
Right.
It just, that's the place that everything vomits on, then it gets cleaned up. Then it gets vomited on, then it cleans up. All right. It's 8 o'clock.
It's time to be done.
Almost done for the day. All right. A couple little things I'm doing. Then I'm gonna go kick back and relax.
Then we got on an airplane and we flew 13 hours to California for my son's wedding. And the day we got in, we went to Disneyland. Now, my concession to that was I sat in a chair and they pushed me around. I had no business being at Disneyland, but I did it. And we were there till 2 o'clock in the morning. Telling you, the next day we got up and we did the wedding. And I took the wedding pictures. Did a dinner that night, and the next day we got up and we did the reception. And I did the formal wedding pictures there. And then we danced all night. You guys, it boggles my mind what I should not have been doing. Take care of yourself. When you don't feel well, it's okay to say no. I have injured my body and potentially put myself in a situation where I can no longer do the things that I really want to do as easily because I didn't take care of it the way I should have. And what I'm hoping is that my body will really recover if I give it the support that it needs this time, and that we will be able to go and travel the world, that my kidneys will recover. This was really dumb. You know, we got done with that reception and we got up the next morning at 3 o'clock in the morning and drove our kids to the airport 2 hours away, went to the airport, traveled, 10 hours back home to Alaska, had 2 days of recovery-ish, and before Abigail started feeling ill, and then we ended up back in the hospital, and then we're here. Like, that is what this timeline looked like. So, I'm here to say, if you're the mom out there that is like, I can do it, I can do it, I can do it, I can do it, yes, you can, but there's a cost. And this cost is too high. So, I'm getting out of here, hopefully today, but I don't ever want to pay this cost again, because it could have been my life, and I'm not done living it, and I want to live it on my terms. So I'm going to take it easy. I'm going to be doing a lot of just sitting around and letting everybody else do the work. Yeah, I don't have to do it all. I'm just not going to. It's a very interesting aha. We're free! We're free! Head over to say hi to Abigail.
She wants to get that out. You want to get that out, right?
We want to get this out. So we have to let them do their job, okay? Morning. So I'm sleeping at Ronald McDonald House now, and I get much better sleep than in the hospital. Just called Todd and asked how Abigail's doing this morning. You haven't heard anything about the CAT scan that they did to check for the leak in her lungs. I guess that no news is good news, which means like they're not running around trying to fix something. She's run a small fever today, but she's been way alert and uncomfortable most of the night. So Todd tried to sleep here and got a phone call in, I don't know, like 10, and had to go back. And he said she was up most of the night, like needing him to hold her hand. So he's had a rough night too. So we're gonna get dressed and go over and visit her in a little while. She was a little concerned to see that Kimber and Liberty were here. She's very self-conscious right now about what she looks like, which is why we're really careful about the photos that we're sharing. I know everybody wants to like see Abigail. She has spots on her face and stuff from where her skin was sloughing, and the machines in her face, she's like having none of it about visitors and straight on pictures. So we're trying to be very respectful of a 15-year-old girl's need for privacy in that way. We appreciate that you are too. Okay, today I'm on my own, getting up to the Rabbit elevators, going through all the security. We got little gates everywhere. Abigail is a little down. We thought that she was gonna get her ventilator tube out a couple days ago, and her lungs just aren't there yet. And so she's kind of sad. Kimber and Liberty went to get stuff to do her hair and her nails, so we're hoping that that will cheer her up. It's so dry, huh? Eyebrows.
And it'll go for usually anywhere from 2 to 4 hours.
Can you look at that? See it?
Ooh, so pretty.
Yeah, don't get it on the blanket though, huh? Sweet. Get a little video of this for there. They're awesome, aren't they? All right, I'm on my way over to the hospital and get to walk along this cool little path here, kind of a nature path. Ronald McDonald House, one of them over here, and a ravine over there. Get to see squirrels and stuff. But going over there to relieve Kimber this morning. Spent the night, and apparently got Abigail's hair detangled and washed and braided. Pretty cool. Big step there. Big step there. So off we go.
Abigail suffered injuries to her kidneys and liver. As a result, these machines are helping her to clean her blood, and she gets platelets to replace the ones that are not clotting properly. While she is still very sick, we are seeing daily improvements and are expecting her to make a full recovery. Good morning. So Todd gets up early first thing in the morning and runs over to the hospital so that he can be there for a shift change and rounds and find out what's going on, and relieves Kimber, who's been spending the night there, to come home. My job right now is to let my body heal so that when Kimber's gone, that I can start taking a turn in that rotation. So I feel like I've been a little out of the loop, but that is what's going on. And the surgeons told Todd this morning that they're very, very hopeful that the new chest tube has helped solve the problem, but that it's going to take time. Time is the thing that is so hard in this from day to day. Time is that thing that feels like Groundhog Day in the hospital. Like it just feels like we're just doing the same thing day after day after day. And Abigail gets down, and she has up days and down days when she's excited and feels like it's something that she's going to be able to conquer, and the next day that she just feels like it's the same thing. And we feel that, but it's interesting because today we have nurses that we had when we first came in, and they are thrilled and over the moon to see how much she's progressed. When you see things just day after day after day, it doesn't really feel like there's a lot of movement. For them, when they've been gone like this and come back, they're like, wow, she's doing so good. It's hard to keep that perspective, but that's the perspective we have to keep, is like, wow, it's only been 2 weeks and she's had this major trauma and is doing so, so well. Like the miracles of it all really, truly are huge. there's a long way to go, and God is still working with us, but we are grateful for where we're at.